What if the key to a happier, more fulfilling life isn't about chasing external goals, but about unlocking something already within you? We often search far and wide for peace, but ironically, we run away from its very source: awareness. The word awareness itself can feel vague, even confusing. Is it simply seeing our environment, or hearing people around us? Yes and no. True awareness, as we'll explore, has a much deeper sense. Its major aspect is that true vision comes from within. The problem arises when we try to stay present. For some reason, being here and now triggers and scares us, as if we must constantly do something to justify our existence. Instead, we reminisce on past mistakes, or we feverishly plan the future, trying to prove to the universe that we're not passive. But at the end of the day, all this thinking often leads to hesitation, paralyzed by the fear of repeating old errors. This same feeling arises when we promise to end toxic relationships, but are too afraid of our parents' or friends' opinions. We're scared to damage our ego, that naughty insect penetrating our brains, whispering that we're nothing without that job, that partner, or that particular lifestyle. Shedding a bit of our real selves can feel like an existential crisis. But what if we told you all this is only in your head? The rest of the world hasn't even noticed it, while you allow your mind to trick you into thinking so. Eckhart Tolle, a renowned spiritual teacher, distilled this very problem down to its essence: our mind. He believes we can be our best selves if we simply release the grip on our thoughts and opinions. Unless you're genuinely scared of having no idea who you are and what you can be, then freely embark on this spiritual journey. We are, in essence, addicted to thinking. We find comfort in the incessant voices in our heads because they shield us from terrifying creatures, our authentic selves. Our thoughts often dress up our inner nudity to make it presentable, primarily for ourselves. On rare occasions, the voices stop talking. But instead of being relieved, we're often terrified by the smallness of our true selves, hidden behind our opinions of ourselves and others. This protective layer is what we call the ego. In other words, our mind is the ego. How do we recognize this unfathomable entity? It's all the meanings we attach to ourselves: opinions, judgments, ideologies, even aesthetics. We need things to identify with and to present ourselves in a favorable light. We call these external factors our personality. But if we momentarily detach from our favorite band or show, a sense of emptiness and indifference can resurface. As social beings, we fear the inability to connect with others, leading to being labeled an outcast. So, we'd rather let our minds feed off our worries and insecurities than confront them and become whole without relying on external validation. This link is critical because emotions and thoughts feed off each other. A harmful opinion causes a magnified negative feeling, escalating the thought. We become trapped, unable to experience love and joy. And yes, excessive social media use often fuels this need for external validation. When we detach from the present, we also trip over psychological time. Unlike regular clock time, psychological time ticks due to mental unease. Dwelling on past mistakes or obsessing over future goals are prime examples. For Tolle, the past and future don't truly exist. The only available time is now. Dwelling on past mistakes or dreaming of a better future are symptoms of unwellness. Being fully present in the now, however, is a token of a sound mind. The past fuels our identity with memories and regrets, while the future hints at salvation and hope. But while we twitch between these two realms, we miss the only real one, the present. Another symptom of chronic lack of presence is our attachment to problems. Internally, we crave issues because they make up our identity. Our conventional perception of time gives rise to these problems. Every problem originates in the past, but thinking about its subject creates an illusion of it being present. Yet, the truth is, there's no problem now, here in the present moment. When an emergency occurs, our mind has no time to think and simply acts. Past and future are mere projections that scare us, powerful enough to subvert us into deep unconsciousness. So, how do we recognize the feeling of being present? Try this. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what will my next thought be? Watch your mind go still and silent the second you register the presence of thoughts at all. This quiet is you being present. To cultivate this, relax and close your eyes. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Just let them flow. Accept your ego's fear of annihilation and simply observe your reaction. Train your consciousness by inverting your attention to your body. Focus on your hands, feet, or chest. How do your abdomen and head feel? Do you feel the energy flowing inside? Observe animals and how they live without time perception, a form of meditation in itself. Practice non-thinking by studying a mundane item without mental commentary. Try listening to silence while it's noisy to detach from the outer world and reach inner quiet. Unconditional love emanates from within, and working on our awareness is the primary way to reach that state. Unawareness implies a strong ego and attachment to our mind, making us prey to negativity, jealousy, possessiveness, control, and eventual separation. We often judge others, confused by our own flaws. We cannot love genuinely unless we are free of our mind or ego. Remember, one's turmoil can't become another's cure, but by treating our own wounds, we can help our partners heal along the way. Success cannot exist without failure. Hardships are part of our life cycles. Without them, we wouldn't appreciate success. To change our perception of obstacles, we must practice forgiveness and surrender. By forgiving the past, we allow the present in with all its opportunities. Resistance is negativity. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up, but rather accepting the present moment, acknowledging circumstances without anger or frustration, and resolving them without taking them personally. Consciousness, while sometimes painful as it strips away our armor, equips us with something far better: acceptance, surrender, and forgiveness. This magic trio is a universal key to improving our relationship with ourselves and others, withstanding life's challenges, and progressing organically without excessive drama. It's about learning to be with our authentic selves, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health. The whole point of developing awareness and detachment is harmonizing with the universe, this spaceless being, and pure energy. The present is a fundamental element of being, as the universe has no past or future. There are no expectations or regrets, only acceptance of the current moment. Negativity stems from our mind, our ego. Let go of the illusion, embrace the now, and discover the boundless peace that resides within.